I don't know.
It's crazy to me.
Army needs color guard.
Army needs color guard?
I'm kidding. That's terrible.
Oh, fuck, Kevin. And Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize. That's pretty...
No.
That's pretty
He
crazy.
didn't win the Olympics, though.
He did not win the Olympics. He did win a Nobel Peace Prize. It is kind of crazy that Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize, considering our country is at war.
Yeah.
It's kind of a... I mean, that's weird to me.
It is a little weird.
Like, really? You're going to give him the Nobel Peace Prize? I'm totally, like, down with it. I love Barack this cock.
I can tell. You mean
I'm down.
Number one fan.
Yeah, I'm a number one fan.
Right,
but, I mean, really. I'm just hoping that now he'll... I'm hoping that this will, like, hold him accountable or something like that. Like, now he has to, like, be a Nobel Peace Prize winner. I'm just hoping he'll deliver the good.
Before he was saying that, well, I'm the president. It's good, but I don't really have any standards I have to live up to.
I don't need to do shit. I mean, what has Barack Obama been doing since he's been the White House? There was the beer summit. Remember that?
He's brainwashing our children.
He is socialism. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, duh.
What? I don't understand why people think Obama is a socialist. Because here's one thing about President Obama. He's not a liberal. He's not that liberal of a guy. He's black.
George Bush wasn't that conservative a guy either. It's
apples and oranges.
Yeah.
But he's really not. He's not that conservative.
No, he's not.
We don't have gay marriage.
Yeah.
Marijuana is still illegal. Like, all of these kind of crazy ideas, he hasn't really done that much. And I just think it's crazy that everyone's like, oh, he's a socialist. He's a socialist.
He's nowhere near a socialist.
He hasn't really done anything.
It's ridiculous.
But I honestly think that him winning the Nobel Peace Prize I think it's just like the rest of the world being like, thank fuck George Bush is not in office. I think it has more to do with that than honestly anything in the world.
Yeah.
I bought Budweiser this week. I bought the long necks because I went and saw Couples Retreat with Vince Vaughn.
And it made you want to drink Budweiser?
And they drank Budweiser.
They drank a lot of Budweiser?
I think that was like that was the beer of choice that they decided to like. In movies, they always drink one kind of beer. Like in Iron Man, you'll see them drink the same beer in the entire.
Get paid for it.
Exactly.
Imagine so.
Yeah. But they were drinking Budweiser. That was the best thing about the movie, was me being like, you know what? Like that was how interested I was by Couples Retreat, where I was like, I want a Budweiser.
Yeah.
I got up during the movie and
It's not
tweeted
bad.
in the bathroom.
Budweiser's pretty good.
It's a solid.
It's not the best.
It's not the best. It's not the worst.
Yeah. It's not the worst.
Oh no. You know what? What's your least favorite beer?
Least favorite beer.
Like someone's like, hey,
Natty Light.
Natty Light.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that.
What? Natural Light?
Oh, okay. I don't
I'm
think I've ever
using the
had
slang.
it. I don't think I've ever had it.
Don't.
It
was the very first beer I ever had. I was at a party at my friend's house, my soon-to-be roommate's house in college before freshman year of college.
Okay.
I never drank or anything. We went up there and he took a couple of shots of Southern Comfort or something, and then he was like, "Here, have a beer." And it was a Keystone Light actually, but it's basically the same thing as a Natty Light. And I couldn't drink it at all, and so I just drank the rest of the night Green Mad Dog because it tasted so good.
Wow. My least favorite beer, Milwaukee's Best.
Milwaukee's Best Ice, or
I don't. There's a difference.
I drank a lot. Yeah, Best Ice is like it has a higher alcohol percentage.
Okay.
And then Best Light has a lower alcohol percentage, but it's lower calories.
It must have been ice. I don't think I drank
I drank a lot of Milwaukee's Best Ice in college.
Like, is that really Milwaukee's Best? Is this the best
I know.
you guys can do? Because this stuff is fucking gross. I drank 2 and had a stomachache. The grossest beer I've ever tasted. I don't remember where it was, but Tom Stramberg was drinking a blueberry beer. Have you ever had a blueberry beer?
No, but this reminded me of the worst beer I've ever actually had.
Okay, we'll get to your worst beer. Tom had a blueberry beer. I remember drinking it, and it tasted like blueberries. But it was like clearly one of those. It's like the pumpkin ale where you're like, I am going to throw this up. Tom literally drank one, and he threw up. He finished it, and then like 5 minutes later.
Tom strikes me as a guy who can handle his alcohol as well.
I don't totally know if he's an awesome drinker or not. I haven't.
Yeah, he just seems like he could drink a lot of strange stuff, and just like he probably has.
I love Tom Stramberg. He's been on the show. He's been on the show once, twice actually. The only time I've ever lost an episode of Dampercast, it got totally fucked up. Was with Shane and Tom, and it didn't come out, but I did record with them twice. Nice. I love Tom.
Tom is great. I haven't seen Tom in probably 2 or 3 years.
I saw him a number of times
him.
over the summer. He stays with Shane over the summer. He'll sleep on the couch, and
nice.
he sleeps on the couch. He sits up, and then he'd play Street Fighter 4 12 hours a day.
I just remember
12 hours a day.
Were you in what was this English class? I want to say it was Mr. Street's class.
Probably not. If it was high school.
Yeah.
I stopped I didn't do AP or anything
I'm pretty
like
sure that
into
was
high school.
We had an essay that we had to write, and Tom, it was high school. We all stayed up to the last minute to work on it. And so Tom, instead of actually working on the essay, makes a short video of himself falling asleep while working on the essay, and just like all the things that he did instead of working on the essay, and then tried to finish the essay at the last minute in the morning and didn't, and just handed in the video to Mr. Street.
I feel like I've heard about this. I don't think I ever saw the
it's a really good video.
Tom is honestly one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my entire life. I think he's just one of the funniest people.
Yeah.
He's
really funny.
He tickles my funny bone, if you know what I mean. What was the worst beer you ever had, though?
Sam Adams Cranberry Lambic. I know. I was going to comment it on it when we were talking about this beer earlier, but I'm glad that
what is it? It's
Cranberry Lambic by Sam Adams.
What is lambic?
Don't know. Basically, it was kind of a cranberry tasting beer, which was fine, and then you swallowed it, and it just it had like the same aftertaste as Night Train. And we my housemates and I, we couldn't finish one, and so we just gave the rest of the 5 of the 6-pack to some freshman who didn't know any better.
Like, take it.
Yeah, we're like, dude, it's yours.
Get
Go
drunk.
away. You're done.
This pumpkin ale's all right,
It's
but
okay.
I just don't like flavored alcohol for the most part.
I'm with you on that, especially like fruit beers. And
Beers,
stuff.
yeah. Like I'm like
no. This is all I need. Well,
if I wanted a
almost.
fucking Fresca or like a what was that juice? Not juice, but it was clear water, like Cascade Clear, not Cascade. It was
It's
some
like sparkling water.
yeah, like sparkling water with fruit flavors in it. Like I don't want that in my beer.
Yeah,
I just
I don't either.
It makes me want to vomit. It just always makes me want to vomit.
Yeah.
This story's a little fucked up. 2 guys.
As if the 18-year-old StarCraft player stabbing a girl wasn't.
This is more fucked up.
All right.
It's gonna trump that. I think I might be able to trump it again with these stories. Actually, I don't wanna blow my load though. If you know what I mean.
No.
Winking.
Not yet.
On you. Gross. 2 guys from Utah. Their grandmother, Rita Avery, was taking a shower. Christopher, one of the guys, burst into the bathroom and began throwing shampoo and baby powder at the grandmother. Then he punched her in the face and shoved her, causing her to fall and smack her head. As she laid on the floor, he pissed on her.
I could have predicted. I
Really?
predicted the pissed on her coming. I knew that was coming.
How did you possibly?
I saw it in your eyes.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Is that? I mean, well,
It was my guess. If I had to guess what happened next, I was going to guess that.
your instincts took over, and you went, "I would definitely."
If I was in this guy's position.
When she got out of the shower, the guy's brother, Michael Hansen, shoved and punched her as well, then pissed on her clothes before deciding that it would be a good idea to punch holes in the wall of her home. There's going to be a lot of burping in this episode, I
I'm
can
fine
already
with
tell.
that.
That's already almost empty. At the sentencing, the brothers claimed they were upset at the recent overdose death of their mother and blamed it on grandma, without actually saying it was grandmother's fault. That is fucking. The brothers were sentenced to a year in jail on misdemeanor charge of elder abuse. It's crazy that that's only a year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And criminal mischief. I don't know
I'd say so.
I don't know if mischief is the right word. That
Hooligans.
makes it sound like Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
Fucking with Mr. Wilson. They'll also be forced to get counseling and their high school diplomas or GED. That's Utah. Do you think they're Mormon?
I don't know.
I would probably not.
Probably not.
That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
The fact that these assholes got a year? I mean, it's
Sounds like a story you'd expect out of Florida.
yeah, you would expect it to be Florida.
Not Utah.
It's one of those stories where the crime they committed, you can't really put them away for life for it.
Yeah. Well,
But
how
it
old
is-
were they?
They're in their 20s, I
They're in
believe.
their okay.
They're
I was thinking
old.
like teenagers.
No, they're not teenagers. I
well,
saw
that's
pictures of them.
Stupid.
And I guess that you can't lock them away forever because all they did was like, yeah, they just urinated on someone. They're not killing anyone.
Yeah.